Vice President of Dell Technologies, Steve Todd, just dropped some bombs on the partnership in collaboration with Hedera Hashgraph. We're about to talk about all of this. Make sure you like, subscribe if you want me to keep pumping these hbar videos, and leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite ISO compliant token is in the comments. I'd love to know you guys' opinion. So let's talk about this partnership from Dell with Dell Technology and Hedera Hashgraph. We know a lot of people in the comments are like, Millie, it really doesn't mean anything, and I disagree. So Dell Technologies. What is Dell Technologies? It is a long-established market leader and pioneer in computing technologies. They have joined the Hedera councils. Dell's customers also are increasingly moving from centralized to DLT infrastructure. So not only is Dell interested in the technology, Dell's clients are interested in the technology. Hedera's DLT will act as a critical component of the architecture for Dell's edge computing solutions. And family, not only that, we're seeing a plethora of tech giants that actually sit on the Hedera council. So that's showing trust in the industry. That's showing growth in the industry. And most importantly, family, because we know a lot of these crypto projects have partnerships with all type of different tech giants. We're seeing a group of tech giants all sitting on one council, all for this one technology, family. And I think Hedera Hashgraph is the standard. It's not a coincidence, right, that Hedera Hashgraph, the technology, blew the elites away at the WEF. We're starting to see consistent pumps inside the Hedera Hashgraph network. The building on the Hedera Hashgraph network is almost at all-time highs, and every metric across the board for Hedera Hashgraph is showing growth. Now, we're going to talk about edge computing. All right, we're also going to talk about Hedera. So first and foremost, you can see Hedera is up here, 7 cent, 8% on the day. Market cap sitting at 1.9 billion, family. So we are seeing an increase of 82% in volume. And as I stated before, I do not focus on the short term with Hedera Hashgraph. I focus on the long term, because out of my whole portfolio, if I had to sit here and say what project is going to be here for the next 10 to 100 years, Hedera Hashgraph would be my pick. We're seeing some of the goats of the tech industry sit at the council and award different real world use case and utilities for traditional finance. And this is huge. This is huge. Now let's get a little bit into Dell. But before we get into Dell here, this is Joanne K. All right. She is a project manager and coordinator for Grant Thornton, and Grant Thornton is one of the largest assurance and business advisor service providers in the world. And she says, if you're not ready, then Hedera is definitely worth keeping your eye on. All right. She said, if you're not already, well, if you're not, I guess she meant if you don't know already, you missed the word, Joanne. Hedera is definitely worth keeping your eye on. It says, as an open source leaderless proof of stake network, so many big players have already joined Hedera's governing council: Dell, Google, IBM, Boeing. And even she says, if that's not bullish, I don't know what is. And then she also posted the many different use cases that Hedera Hashgraph is. So we're seeing a lot of people inside the traditional finance industry start to speak on Hedera. So that's where we're starting to get that gateway crypto, that gateway to mass adoption. And when aligning yourself with some of these projects, family, it's important, not financial advice, that you have some compliant projects in your portfolio that's ready for whatever if we get any type of regulation. That's what I like about stuff like Hedera, Quant, Algorand, and the many other compliant and regulated projects out there. Now let's get a little bit into the Dell partnership. Now what did Dell see in Hedera that was a little different than the other crypto projects? You see here, first and foremost, he spoke in the video, and these are some of the points that I picked up from. He said Hedera has that enterprise focus. So he was saying how Hedera is focused on institutions and creating that utility and use case for institutions. And to make everything easier for businesses and institutions as far as infrastructure. He also spoke on the reputation, seeing that there's other tech giants sitting on the council. It really made sense for them to also join the council as well. Trusted reputation. He also spoke on edge computing and some of the utilities and use cases they will be using the edge computing for, stuff like transportation, retail, and medical. He also, before we actually get into the last three, if you don't know what edge computing here, I actually got the definition. It says edge computing refers to the processing of data at or near the source of data generation, rather than sending it to a central location for processing. So you can see how this kind of helps businesses speed up their flow of business when it comes to collecting data. Instead of data having to just be sent to this physical place of business, now data is being recorded in real life time, real life strategy. Now this is an example here of edge computing. So example of edge computing would be a retail store. In-store cameras and sensors could collect data on customer behavior. It's crazy how the world is work. They say in-store cameras and sensors family could collect data on the customer's behavior and use edge computing. Using edge computing, the data could be processed in real time to determine things like foot traffic patterns, products that are most popular, and even the emotions of customers as they browse. This information could be used by store managers to optimize the in-store experience, such as by adjusting product placement or staffing levels. So we're seeing this data being collected in a retail store, right? And instead of it being sent to the call center, right? The physical call center where they send out this data, it's being recorded on the Hashgraph. I want to say blockchains, but you already know Hedera uses the Hashgraph. So it's being recorded on the technology, on the contract, using oracles, of course, to store this data in real life time. So instead of them having to wait for the data, they're getting it right then and there, real life time. And he also gave some more examples on the video here. So that's why it's so important that you guys go watch it. Another point, he said customers are interested in DLT, which is decentralization. So he's saying a lot of the clients that they work with, that Dell works with, they're starting to be interested in decentralization. So family, the adoption is happening before our eyes. Dell, the VP of Dell, just said his Dell customers are interested in DLT. It's not like they got to go force this technology upon them. They're coming to him and asking him like, yo, what up with that DLT, man? What up with that decentralization? Because this centralization stuff ain't working. All right. Another point he spoke on was data process immediate without data centers using edge computing, as we said. So we already spoke on that. And he also spoke on collaborations with other council members. So the network to be able to network with Boeing, Google, and all of these different businesses that sit at the Hedera Council. Now you got a lot of businesses here doing business within business, networking, bouncing ideas, and coming up with the best product and executing. So family, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a lot of good blue chip projects out there, but ain't none of them doing what Hedera Hashgraph is doing. Literally, family, none of them is doing what Hedera Hashgraph is doing. And we got a lot of projects like this cool project I'm gonna do some research on called Neuron here, which is also creating real world utility and value here. It says Neuron, Bitcoin pioneer proof of work blockchains where proof of burning electricity was used to secure the network. With Neuron, the generation of blockchains such as Neuron will be doing proof of real work. Electricity will be used to power sensors, chargers, and hotspots. So we're already seeing. It's funny because he didn't mention nothing about the example that I made with the surveillance cameras, but we're already seeing a project Neuron, right? Using electricity for power sensors, chargers, and hotspots. So this is crazy. This is crazy. Like the stuff that Hedera is actually working on is literally crazy. You can see in 10 days, Hedera has processed almost 500 million transactions. It has 111 accounts created. So, and he says, and people are saying, whether the price goes up or down, people are still using the technology, family. The use case is right before our eyes. It's not like one of those ghost chains and people not using the stuff, like businesses. Dell, MasterCard, Fresh Supply, Pangolo Dex, Lythos ENT, Coinbase here, Legends of Past. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I don't know how many partnerships Hedera got to actually make for you guys to actually start taking this serious as a long-term play. We could be super DJs all day, family, but I feel like Hedera Hashgraph is a long-term play. And the closest video in solution, Hedera's decentralized public network and fast and secure transactions capabilities could be used to secure, manage, and process data generated at the edge computing, while Dell's expertise in infrastructure products could be leveraged to build the necessary hardware and software to support this solution. The resulting product could be secure, fast, scalable solutions for industrial customers who require edge computing capabilities. So we're talking about farms. We're talking about all type of different industrial, right? Industrial, family. Keyword industrial. We ain't talking about retail. All right, we talking about industrial. So, you know, I don't know. I want to know you guys' comments. I want to know you guys' opinion in the comments. But I think this is huge for Hedera. I'm gonna close this video out because it's just too much information right now, and I'm processing it too quickly. So I gotta digest all this information that I just processed. I appreciate you guys for getting through that with me. All right, so Hedera is here to stay. Next 10 years, Hedera is the standard. New partnerships. I'm bullish. Let's go. It's your boy Soapguys TV, Billy.